G'day guys and welcome back to Kenny Talks Cladding DIY, and this day we're talking about how to remove the wall. So what we have behind us is weatherboards. Weatherboards, here's one I removed earlier.
G'day, this is Kenny and I'm so glad you guys have jumped on board to watch this next part in our series of DIY videos. It'd be great if you could just like, subscribe and share, do whatever it needs to do. All those things helps us with getting these sorts of videos out to people like you that want to see them and how we can help you. So hit that like, subscribe, slam that subscribe button and enjoy.
So this is a modern type of a weatherboard. This one's actually a WeatherTex, I think they call it a smooth panel or smooth line. And what it does, and the way that it sits, is that sits over the top of there and hides the screw marks. So what we need to do is undo all of these panels, starting from the top, working our way down. First thing we need to know is what equipment do we need to be able to remove it? Well, here's some I've got. A nice and sturdy step ladder. Platform ladder is better. On a commercial site you have to have a platform ladder. If you're at home, you can possibly get away with using just a normal step ladder, but as long as you're doing it safely. You're going to need a hammer. Any good demolition job's going to need a hammer. And a chisel. You get the hammer and the chisel, they get into a lot of places. Because you're in destruction mode, you're ripping that down. That stuff up there, well, if you want to save it and you want to try and resell it, you can, so be careful. I don't have that intention, however I'm going to reuse this, so I want to be as fairly safe. Safety gloves. Safety gloves are very, very important. They stop you from cutting your hands. Now cuts, they might just get little cuts here and there. They're really annoying, you bleed and it's just not good. No one likes that. So if you wear these, you protect yourself, plus you can go a bit harder because you don't have to worry about it. You've got another level of protection. It's like sitting in a car with a helmet and a seatbelt and gloves. You feel more like a race car driver, so you think you can go a bit faster. Well, with this you probably can. To remove this weatherboard, we're also going to need a drill. So we're going to start from the top, from up here, work our way down, and we're going to put a pile of the material off to the side so that we can reuse that after. And the first thing I need to do is get this gutter out of the way. I'll just slip that back out of the way so that we're going to have to cut that down later when we put it back in place. But for now, I'm just getting out of the way so we can get this wall down. Alright, let's get into it. Now that we've got the top trim off, it makes it a lot easier to access the screws to be able to start pulling the sheets off and placing them down nicely. Right, so we're making good ground. We've removed all that all the way down to here. I'm a bit tired because I've been pushing to make it look impressive for you guys. Down over here, I installed a dog door. We've got, my wife and I and my family, the two kids, we've got these little chihuahuas. And so we made this little door so they can come in and out from the house and spend some time in the garden. But since we're recladding this wall and we've moved the way that the dogs come in and out of the house and they're a bit more dog trained now, we're going to remove that one there as well. So there we have it. I've removed all the cladding off the wall. And what have we got behind here? We've got some blue sarky. And if we pull this back, underneath here we've got our frame and our insulation. Now you may not have insulation in your wall, and this is the perfect opportunity for you to upgrade that insulation factor and keep your house cooler in summer and warmer in winter. So that's something else that we can do when you send through your order. Once you remove that, we can send out an insulation with you. We use a Knuth earth wool, which is really, really good. It's not itchy and really easy and pleasant to use. So what we're looking at here, I'm going to replace all of this because it's a bit tatty and it's cut in a few spots and it's not really doing its job properly. So I'm going to remove all of this sarking and install brand new sarking. But now that we've got to this point, first thing that we need to do is clean up so that at the next stage of our work we can do it without trip hazards, without doing any damage to the flooring, and just make sure that we keep a safe workplace. So in the next video, we're going to be measuring up the wall, installing a batten and new sarking up the wall so that we can create the skeletons, create the structure that we need to put on there to be able to install our selected cladding.